How'd finals go?
Good. I had one paper. It was very chill.
Did it go as well as the post-practice competition?
I don't know.
It started off pretty strong,
but how have these past couple weeks kind of been with you guys spending more time in the weight room, not as much time getting reps out here? What's that kind of been like from a standpoint, and getting back out here kind of this weekend?
Yeah, it was really cool last week, them giving us the weekend off. A lot of our bodies were at a point where we're just like, I don't want to say dead, but we weren't feeling great, and they took that into account, and it really helped us out. But at the same time, it's like we really hadn't played football until yesterday, like for a week and a half or something. So I mean, it was kind of weird.
A little rusty.
Not not as rusty as you'd think. But it's great getting back out here, practicing with the guys. Because you feel kind of bad not practicing, to be honest. But no, it's great. It's a great atmosphere. Bowl practices, so much fun. People are trying to get better, develop. And it's cool to help the young guys out too.
How important is that to have that time for the young guys, especially to really get the snaps in and improve, not even just for the bowl game, but for the future?
It's big time. I mean, anytime a guy can get extra reps and extra live reps is huge. I know my biggest strides I took as a player were during spring ball, during developmental periods. So getting a bowl game for these guys is huge because they're getting extra time to develop, extra time to kind of accelerate that process, which is really cool. It's good for them, and it helped me out, so I'm sure it's helping them.
How's the relationship between you and Matt Sinjik kind of grown? I mean, you're the guy with the most snaps. He's the young guy.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Matt's a guy who wants to learn. He's ready to work, and he's got a motor in him. That's what I like. He likes to work. So yeah, I like just been coaching him up on some things. Telling him little things, and he tries his best. And he does really well. So yeah.
When you have all the different movement on the offensive line and you're staying strong, what's that kind of been like, just being the anchor with everything kind of changing around you a bit?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, these guys. No, it's great. It's great. I said last week, being center, one of the biggest things is, communication and being able to communicate and have like a consistent communicator in there. And so, when you kind of change that position up, different people communicate in different ways and can really throw the flow of the offensive line off. So, being able to have like one single steady line of communication is key. And so I think that's really helped a lot of guys too. But, I just sit there playing football and so are they. So
I think Mo wants to ask a question.
Yeah.
So Addy.
Yes, sir.
You got this grad transfer from Michigan. Can you talk about him a little bit?
Mo Ways, he's our preacher. He's our inspirational speaker, and he's a big time guy that we got, and we love him.
I heard good things about him.
Heard great things about him.
And he absolutely did not pay you to say that.
Did not pay me to say that.
Yeah. Signing day's coming up. Can you take us back a little bit to what Cal was talking to you about
when I was
recruiting you from high school? What did they tell you? What did they?
Yeah, so it was. I think our signing day. It wasn't in December. I think it was in February or something like that. Right. So I wasn't really talking to Cal in December. I was talking to like San Diego State and other schools, and didn't have a lot of bites, and it was really frustrating for me. And then one day my buddy got a preferred walk-on to Cal, and I'm like, dang, that's awesome. Cal's an awesome school. And so I said, give me the O-line coach's number. So the O-line coach at the time was Zach Yenzer. Got his number. I texted him his personal number, sent him my film, and he like instantly responded, and he was like, yeah. It's like, love your film, love everything about it. Like I want to come visit you at your home. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. What? It was unbelievable. And so and I'll never forget the day I went to my mom, like, Mom, Cal wants me to be a preferred walk-on. She's like, she freaked out. I won't say what she said, but she freaked out, and it was awesome. And so
you initiated it then, huh?
Yes, 100%. I had to a lot of times. And it was really frustrating because, being a high school football player, first team all-league, first team all-CIF, I had accolades, but for some reason I wasn't getting recognized. So it was really frustrating for me. And I see all these guys getting signed and guys that I thought I was better than. And so I'm like, I know I'm good enough to be a D1 football player, so I'm going to walk on. And so signing day happened, and everyone else got to sign except for me. I would say it's bittersweet because a lot of the guys on my team ended up having to walk on. I don't know what – it was weird with that class. We had a lot of top talent who walked on, ended up making impacts at colleges all over. And so I think that was just my high school class. We were kind of like it was sort of pride. And so not being able to sign, it was kind of tough watching, the guys that you thought you were better than doing that. But it was all good. It worked out in the end, so I'd say.
Well, what were you told at Cal?
So
were you treated fair as the same as a scholarship guy?
Oh, 100% since day one. And I remember, I had an official visit. Coach Enzer came to my house, visited me. Like, he treated me just like a scholarship guy. And he's like, listen, we already gave all our scholarships away. Like, we found you late thanks to you texting me, but we want you. Like, it's not like you're coming in here, and like going to be a practice dummy, which no one at Cal has ever been. That's what people think walk-ons are. It's not. Like, at Cal, you don't know who's on scholarship. You don't know who's a walk-on. That's the best thing ever. And so I think that, from my experience, it was great because that's what I was told, and that's how it's been the whole time.
And there's been walk-ons have made a big impression this year.
Yes, sir, yeah.
More than in most places, you think?
I'd say so. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just trust, Over here, it's like, shoot, you put it on film and you show you're a good football player, we're gonna put you out there because we can trust you, and we don't care who you are. And Coach Wilcox did a really good job of that, and giving people opportunities. And so that's all it was, just taking an opportunity, running with it.
I think I was talking to Coach Toller earlier this year, and he said that when you're a walk-on, it's a mentality. You're always a walk-on no matter what you end up doing. Mm-hmm. Does that kind of walk-on mentality help create this identity of the team? Because you guys are kind of a gritty, fight-for-it team across the board.
I mean, I guess so. Never really thought about that, actually. That's awesome. Gritty. Having to work for everything. That's one of our biggest things, and that's what a lot of us guys had to do. And so, I think that's like sort of our identity. Having to earn it, having to earn everything. So yeah.
Thanks.
Of course. It's awesome.
Congrats on being done with the one paper.
Yeah.